Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Stern AG. When it comes to financial planning, no company has a century of history the way that Stern AG does, and also has a group of East Tennesseans right here in town as part of that company to help you plan your own financial future, plan for next tax season with the maximum tax efficiency. Call the folks at Stern AG. It doesn't matter if you have $250,000 to invest or $2,500 to invest. They will speak to you face to face. You don't have to go through the call centers in some other city. Stern AG right here in Knoxville, I can't say enough about them. They do a tremendous job. Financial planning, personal, East Tennessee, right here, Stern AG. All right. Time for the lightning round, guys, very quickly. Alabama Athletic Director Bill Battle said this weekend he wasn't very positive when Nick Saban first hired Lane Kiffin as his offensive coordinator. Then he met him, okay, got a little better. Then he talked to Pat Hayden at Southern Cal, who fired Kiffin. Then he talked to Chattanooga AD David Blackburn, who was at Tennessee during Kiffin's stay. And Battle said that Hayden and Blackburn both told him, quote, that they thought Kiffin would be a great fit here at Alabama, end quote. That made Battle more comfortable. Thoughts on David Blackburn saying that Kiffin would be a great fit at Alabama? Do you think he meant it? What do you think he meant by it? Do you think they were just happy they're implanting the virus?
I think he meant he's a better fit at Alabama than he would be at UTC.
Or he would be at Tennessee.
And we all know David fought his battles trying to keep Kiffin in line. Maybe his only thinking is Saban is a strong enough personality that he will keep Kiffin in line, and if all Kiffin has to do is coach and not some of the other things, maybe he'll be fine.
David Blackburn is no longer a good fit at the University of Tennessee.
For supporting Lane Kiffin. All right,
I go with Jimmy's theory about Nick Saban will keep him in line.
And I would want to hear David Blackburn say that, too.
All right. Oops, I almost lost my sheet there. The SEC announced this week that all 14 schools will be featured on the SEC Network during its first month. That includes Tennessee's first two games are going to be on the SEC Network. But here's what I want to talk about. We didn't get a chance to talk about it when it was announced. Brent Musburger taking over as the lead announcer on the SEC Network. Got about a minute here. Thoughts on Brent Musburger as the SEC Network's #1 guy?
I'll jump in and say this. When Tim Brando was in at the Orange and White game to get the Lindsey Nelson Award, I was talking to him, and he said, the way he put it, he said, I think Brent Musburger still has a pretty good fastball.
Thoughts?
I agree, and I think it lends, and I don't really like this word, but I'm going to use it, it lends it gravitas. I mean, you're bringing in a guy like that to something brand new, so I think it's a good move.
Instant credibility, I think it helps.
That's what gravitas means.
Yeah, but get ready for an overhyped game in
Feliz
August
gravitas.
or early September when Brent Musburger is doing the call. It's like every play is a Super Bowl deciding
You
outcome.
are looking live at Utah State and Tennessee.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I kind of like it. I mean, there are a lot of. He's done it so long that he's got his own group of detractors at this point. But I agree with everybody, with you guys, that you get a big name personality with the league. I think that's strong.
Has anybody seen Justin Worley's girlfriend?
Yeah. That's right. All right, last one in this segment. The new college football playoff and its contract bowls kick off this year. Those 6 games will be played on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, but several other bowls are moving from those dates to make room this year. Only the Outback and Capital One will stay put. Okay, now here's the way the new bowl schedule will look in January. New Year's Eve, you're only going to have 3 games on that day. Peach Bowl early, Fiesta Bowl in the afternoon, Orange Bowl that night on New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, Outback and Capital One, those aren't part of the playoff. Those aren't going to be assigned by the panel. The teams and all these other matchups will be assigned by the panel. They go opposite the Cotton Bowl, which is in that early slot. Then you got the Rose Bowl, which is a national semifinal in the afternoon, and the Sugar Bowl, which is a semifinal at night. You go from 10 to 12 games on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, down to 8 maximum. Guys, what do you think about fewer games on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day?
I'm okay with it. I think it less clutter.
I don't like it. The more the better for me.
Okay.
Because not every game is going to be a good one.
I go with less clutter, and that means what? Liberty Bowl, there's going to be other bowls other nights. I'm okay.
New Year's Eve, who cares? New Year's Day, I mean, that's the tradition there. I mean, and I like that. That lineup on New Year's Day looks strong to me.
Sorry, Jimmy, you're wrong.
I knew that was coming.
Fewer games, but they're better. All right, when we come back, is Tennessee-Alabama still the best rivalry in the SEC? As Butch Jones says, we will discuss. Come on back on the Sports Source.